Hello and welcome to another Lunch and Learn session sponsored by ATSU University Information Technology and Services Group. We're glad you're with us for this broadcast either on YouTube or Google+. You may notice that I am not Brian Krusniak, our usual moderator. If you don't know me, I'm Jean Varnold and I will be the moderator today. Normally, I'm the Vanna White to his Pat Sajak. And I guess today I'm Pat, so Dustin, that makes you Vanna.
Sounds good.
We're once again using internet broadcasting technology via Google Hangouts for today's session. We use Google Hangouts for two reasons. First, Hangouts are available to everyone at ATSU through our ATSU Google Apps for Education account. And second is because Hangouts incorporate both social networking and collaboration tools. We know that many of us are just too busy with the day-to-day routine to play with new technology or spend dedicated time learning to use online collaboration tools. Thus, we hope that you will not only find that the topics and information presented are useful to you, but that these sessions also help you get more comfortable with this form of online interaction. I'm sorry, I just paused to change the screen. Dustin, this is the first time Dustin's done that. Anyway, we ourselves continue to experiment with the Lunch and Learn sessions as an opportunity to find better ways of communicating to and collaborating with the ATSU community and beyond. Hopefully, through these sessions, we will discover better ways to build virtual community, share more ideas, and evolve our geographically separate campuses into a cohesive and connected learning environment. So, to make these sessions more interactive, we really want you to experiment with us by participating in this session. Participation is easy. You can add your comments to what we refer to as the chat room. The chat room is simply the comment area for this event on Google+. It's right below the video window that says add comments. So go ahead and just type in your own version of hello world, I'm here, or something like that into that area. Don't worry, you won't break anything. Sometimes it takes a few seconds for all the posts to show up, so be patient. We have Rachel here monitoring that chat area, and we'll try to include any comments, ideas, or questions into the discussion during the session. We really encourage you to ask questions, share your opinions, post your thoughts, or even throw virtual tomatoes. Today's session is on Print Shop Pro. Print Shop Pro Web Desk is ATSU Communication and Marketing's new work request system. It allows clients real-time access to job submission quotes and estimates, job status updates and tracking, costs, previous orders, and reports. I will admit that sometimes I mistakenly blurt out the name Paint Shop Pro, which is a graphic imaging software instead of Print Shop Pro. So to add a little fun to today's session, if any of you watching catch me saying Paint Shop Pro instead of Print Shop Pro, enter gotcha in the comment section, and if you're the first to respond, we'll send you either a CDWG water bottle or a CDWG travel mouse. I only have 3 gifts, but hopefully I won't make more than 3 mistakes. So again, Rachel will be monitoring the chat, so she'll let me know to announce a winner. Anyway, to introduce Print Shop Pro, I made it through one, our communications and marketing staff, Barb Bevel and Melissa Ellsworth. I do want to make a side note that I was fortunate to be one of the early users of Print Shop Pro, and I like it. It's a really good service. But with no further ado, let's get started. Barb, I think you're going to kick off for us, aren't you?
Looks like I'm going to, because I think Melissa had to step out of the room and help somebody.
Okay.
first of all, thank you very much for hosting this, and we're really excited to bring you Print Shop Pro, the wonderful benefits to this program, and how you can use it within your office. Currently, if you're using our online system to submit a job, you're now going to be able to use the new Print Shop Pro, and you'll find how easy it really is to do. It's an online web-based program, and once you enter your job ticket, you'll immediately get a confirmation. And so that's something we've never had before. In the past, if you've entered a ticket, you didn't know whether we really received it or not. And now it will let you know what your job number is, and you're going to be able to track that job throughout its life cycle within communication and marketing. And that's really nice, because maybe your job takes several weeks to do. It's a graphic design piece with a lot of print involved, and you want to know where it is. You can actually go online, you can see the status, you can tell whether it's in design, whether maybe it's already in production, it's being printed, or maybe it's complete and shipped. So you'll be able to track that. Another nice feature of Print Shop Pro is that we have a wonderful reporting and budgeting tool. So at the end of every month, maybe every couple of months, you can see what you've done, how much you've spent in a particular department. You'll also be able to do it by fiscal year. So there's a lot of reporting aspects I think you'll find very, very good. You'll also be able to build your own business card. We've had lots of requests for immediate response, to see what your card is, to get it out a little bit faster. Well, there's a module in this now where you can go in and you can actually put in your card information for your card. You can see it right there on the screen, and you will know what it's going to look like, and go on and approve it, and it's sent right to print, and so it speeds up the process a little faster. I will caution you though that what you see on your business card is what you're going to get. So be very aware of that, and make sure that you proof it quite well. Another really neat item is our new store. We are offering you the ability to look at items that we have that are ATSU branded items, like pens and gift bags and dental kits and things like that. You can go online and look at that. There's also reams of colored paper. You can see all the different colors of paper involved, and letterhead options. And so those are on the store. You can go shop it. It's like any other online store. Pick your quantity, send it on. We fill the order and send it out to you. And it's charged to the appropriate department. We also have an area for quick copy. This is mostly academic, but these are things like tests and handouts, and there's a section for that, and there's also a section for more involved print jobs or design jobs. And so we're going to go over all of these with you. But right now, I'm going to turn it over to Melissa, and she's going to give you a little background on that.
Print Shop Pro will work in all web browsers except Safari. And you can access Print Shop Pro by logging onto the portal as you normally do.
Melissa's trying to bring up some screenshots to help walk you through this process. The very first time you log into Print Shop Pro, you will have to register, and she's going to show you the registration page. And what you do is you just enter your information. Okay, now that she's got it up, she can tell you about it.
Sorry. Once you log into the portal, you'll go to Resources, My Tools, and then Print Shop Pro can be found at the bottom. Once you click this, you will be brought up to a page where you can click register, and you will click register and fill out your information, and information can be edited later if it needs to be. You will go down to the bottom and click update when you are finished, and you'll receive an email once your account is activated.
Melissa, as far as activating that, it's streamlined enough that I know when I activated mine, you and Barb came to help me, but I think I was part of the beta test. So it's just simple enough. Anyone can activate it then, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so it looks like Barb has something up now. Is Barb next?
I am. Can you hear me?
We can.
Okay. Just making sure I wasn't muted. The activation process is usually pretty quick, and we'll take care of it, and Melissa will assign appropriate department codes to you. So if you have multiple departments you take care of, please let her know, and she will make sure that that's available to you as well. What I'm showing you now is the overview of the home page. Once you've been approved and you're registered, then every time that you come in, you'll come to this home page and log in, and you'll see that it's a little bit longer than what I'm showing on the screen. It gives a list of all of the services from the print shop and what we have available, and contact information and some general information. And at the very bottom, it talks about our home page and a link to the identity toolkit, the brand identity toolkit, and we all work together on that. So there's that link is available if you need quick access. Just going over a few things briefly on the home page, you'll see down the left-hand side there's the printing order. So if you're going to do something with print or design, you click on that and it goes into that. And we're going to touch on this a little more in depth in a little bit. The next section down is business cards. The next section are our store orders, and that's where you would order the ATSU branded items and bulk paper and letterhead. The last one is my profile. The last one that everyone else will have is my profile, and that's where you can go change that initial registration. Say your phone number changed, or your name was changed. You got married and your name changed. You could go into the my profile and change it there. I have an administration button that no one else will have, so everyone should see these four buttons. Then across the top we have the home page that will always take you back to this page. We have a button called Order Status, and when you click on that, that will show every order that you have in process, and so you'll be able to follow that job through there. The next one over is called Order History. That's any job that you have ever ordered through Print Shop Pro. Unfortunately, we can't populate it with everything that you've done in the past, but starting as of February 18, any job that you would have had in Print Shop Pro will be in this order history. And you can also see your statuses, you can see everything about all the detail about that. And then the final one is view reports, and this is where you go in to do your monthly and your fiscal year reports. Okay, Melissa, I think you're up next.
Okay, I'm going to go through a store order real quick, and when you're on the home page, you select store orders on the left-hand side, and you'll be able to scroll through and see the items that we offer in our store. You'll see it's much like any other online store, and you can browse through and select your items by placing them in your cart. The store offers promotional items that we have, such as dental kits, folders, bags, and pins. And if you scroll down, you'll also notice that letterhead is available in the store for specific schools. We also offer colored reams of paper that you can purchase in our store.
Melissa, do you have to purchase a case, or can you purchase a ream?
You can purchase a ream of 500.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Or 250.
Or 250.
Okay.
So, and as you scroll through, after you've already put items in your cart, you'll notice that it shows you how many of each item is in your cart, so you'll know. And for specific promotional items, notice that some say advance order is required, so we'll need to know more than just a few days in advance to make sure we have enough of these items available. Once you've selected all of your items, you can just hit checkout, and you'll be brought up to this page. Your information will automatically be filled in at the top, such as your name and your phone and your department, and you will select your account number. Your account numbers for your specific department will be shown here. If you log on and you realize that you don't have your specific account number or you need access to other ones, you can just call Communication and Marketing and we can get those set up for you. You can click on this calendar here and choose the date when you would like to receive your items. And for delivery, you can either choose hold for pickup for those of us in Missouri to come pick up at the ATSU Annex where Communication and Marketing is located, or you can choose ship to address, which automatically defaults as your address, but you can change it to anywhere, or ship to site, which would come to, on the Missouri campus, it would come to the mailroom. And at the bottom, you can type in special instructions, like if you needed some of your items to go to Missouri and some to Arizona, you could just let us know. And you can save as an estimate if you aren't ready to order right away, or you can submit the order.
It also tells you if you've forgotten a piece of information. In this case, Melissa didn't put in her department number. So it prompted her for that, and then it will let you go after that.
Here it will tell you that your order has been submitted, and it will give you a ticket number. You can click here to print a hard copy, or you can save it as a PDF if you don't want to print it out. And then you will be able to go up into order status and track the status of your job.
Okay, I'm going to stop us for just a minute. I'm going to test our audience to see if they are actually paying attention. Paint Shop Pro. Okay, if Barbara, Melissa, whoever is going next, we'll watch and see.
Okay, I caught it. I'm not sure the audience did, but I don't think I'm in the running for the mouse. Okay, the next thing I'd like to share with you is actually placing an order for a printed item. Remember, when you click on the, oops, hold on, it helps to get on the right screen. On printing orders, it isn't just for print, it also includes design as well. So if you're doing something that needs a t-shirt design or an electronic ad, you're going to come to this area where it says print design order. To the right of each of these, there's a little description about what each department does, or each type does. And in this case, in the example I'd like to go over, we're going to order some university envelopes. These are number 10 envelopes. These are typical of used with university letterhead. Once you get into that print area, you'll see a variety of categories. These are things that we offer in the print shop: booklets, brochures, custom prints, electronic and graphic design, ads. For instance, an ad, an e-blast, or t-shirt would fall under that category. We have 3 different areas of envelopes that we have: flyers, postcards, posters, newsletters, note cards, different types of pads and forms such as custom, recycle, NCR, carbonless, and then we also do prescription pads for certain individuals. So in this, what I'd like to go over is the university envelopes. The number 10 envelopes would be found under envelopes in the envelope category. I'm sorry, I have the wrong one. Envelopes standard, and then it brings up a whole nother list. And we're going to choose number 10. And if you, now I'm not sure if you can see it on the screen, But as my mouse is hovering over the words University Envelopes number 10, I have a pop-up, and it's telling me that this is a standard envelope with a V-shaped flap. It's 9.5 by 4 1/8, and it's bright white. These are used with university letterhead and for general university use. So each one of those will give you a little more description about the category, hopefully to fit what you're wanting. And at any time, if you have any questions at all or you feel like you're stumped, call Communication and Marketing, and we can walk you through it. Melissa and I can do it, and any of the printers can help you with it as well. Okay, so we're going right into the envelope. And this is your typical job order form. This is very similar to what Melissa showed you in the store items. It's very similar to what you'll see in the other category of the business cards. At the very top, it's telling you what you're ordering, the envelopes, the standard size envelopes, number 10, my contact information and phone number, and my department. And then at this point, you would actually type in the job name. So I'm going to order envelopes. You can give it whatever description you want, because this will help you remember when you go back at the end of the month or end of the year to kind of see what you called your job. And at this point, I want to order 500 envelopes. And the next line down, it gives you some information that you'll need to supply to us, the address and department number. On these particular envelopes, we put that department number in the upper left-hand corner for billing purposes. And so a little bit later on, you will put that information in. It's also giving you the suggestion that what we refer to as colored ink is the ATSU blue. It's automatically populated with the following information because this is what generally is done for a standard envelope. When you get into other things, you may see 10 to 12 different colors of paper. If you're going to order a newsletter, you'll have some choices involved in colors and sizes and that kind of thing. But in this case, for the envelopes, we've pre-populated all the information, and once this job is submitted, then our designers then can contact you, and if there's changes to be made, they can help guide you through that, or they will make the changes for you. So in this case, it's only one sheet of paper, one envelope. It's a colored envelope. The style is envelope. The weight is 60 pounds, and it's white in color. So this is all pre-populated, and now you go to the next screen, hit continue. Special instructions here would be things like please charge to Department 152. And you can also have other directions on here as well. So continue. In the case of an envelope, you probably don't have a file to attach, but if you were doing a brochure or something else that involved photos or additional copy that you already have electronically, you can attach those files at this point, and it will walk you through attaching the files, all the graphics, etc. In this case, we don't have any, so we're going to skip. And then on the seventh screen, you see billing and delivery. Your job name is envelopes, number 10. It tells you what type it is, it tells you how many, and it gives you a cost. And it even breaks it down to tell you how much per envelope, which is really nice. Again, you'll drop down and you'll choose your billing department. Now, Melissa and I have everybody's department here, but you will only have about 3 or 4. We pre-populate with a suggested due date depending on what items or what you are ordering. Some things take a couple of days, some takes 3 weeks, depending on what it is. Again, like Melissa says, you can click on the calendar, you can choose a date, a a different date than was suggested. In this case, you're allowed to choose whether it's a rush job or not. And then you also have delivery options like she suggested before. Now, one nice thing on this one is you can save it as a quote. Maybe you're in the middle of the job and you're not quite sure of some of the details. You can save it, walk away from it, come back later, reopen that ticket, and go from there. So in this case, we're just going to go ahead and finish. And then at the end, it says, hey, your order was complete. Here's your order number. And this is what it was called. It's been submitted. And then I can look at the summary there, or I can pick a ticket, print my ticket itself. So if I did the order summary, it would give you something like this, and it would tell you a little more detail that was involved with it.
Okay, Barb, I'm once again going to test to see if our audience is with us. At the beginning, I mentioned that if I said Paint Shop Pro to type in gotcha to the comments, and you would either get a CDWG water bottle or a CDWG travel mouse. So somebody type it in. We want you involved. Thank you. Okay, Barb, I'll switch it back to you or Melissa.
It's going to Melissa next.
Okay.
Print Shop Pro allows you to build your own business card. So on the home page on the left-hand side, you can find business cards, and once you click on it, you will see this screen. You will go through and fill out your information, as I've already done for someone. And if you are not sure what information is needed, or you are unsure of the formatting needed, you can hover over the question marks on the right-hand side, and they will have suggestions. The optional info at the bottom of the screen allows you to choose which information you'd like on your card, such as your cell phone number, a Skype address, or an additional email address. After this, you will hit continue.
She's got to switch screens here for you. We went ahead and pre-populated the business cards and took screenshots rather than typing in all the information, because it does take just a few minutes.
After you hit continue, a PDF will pop up and show you what your business card will look like when you order it. And if you notice any information is wrong or you would like to change anything, you'll have the option to go back and edit it after seeing this proof. I have to switch screens again real quick.
I did order some business cards a couple of weeks ago for some of our staff members, and it really was a nice way to do it. Because before you would try to take a old business card and mark through it and so on and so forth. So this really streamlined it a lot.
And after you hit continue, this will pop up, and at the bottom it says text approved, so make sure all of your text is correct. And the digital proof that popped up, you have to click that it is accepted, and you'll hit continue. And after that, you'll select the quantity, account numbers, and shipping info like we did before for the store orders and the envelopes. Back to Barb.
Okay.
I did not put, I'm sorry, I did not put up your script, so I'm gonna, or your suggestions.
We're just kind of winging it.
I'm just sitting here listening, quite frankly, since it
That's
is so
okay.
interesting.
So basically that's it. It's all electronic. It's all easy to do. There are screens to prompt you with information on what is it or the question mark. And again, if you have any questions, call us. We want you to have a good experience with this, and I think you'll find it kind of fun. And I would like to add a couple of other comments. Once you've electronically submitted your order, you will get an automated response. That's wonderful. That's just something we haven't had, and we're really excited about that. If you are sending additional information in campus mail, support information that you can't send electronically, we ask that you go on and fill out your order form and print off the ticket. Put the ticket with your material like you would now and put it in campus mail, and then we'll keep everything together. We also have another feature. is where an administrator can be designated to approve or deny job requests within a department. If so, all the jobs must come through and be approved online by this administrator. So if you have, or you're in a department with lots of people under you, users that might be submitting separate jobs, and you want to keep track of those, we can set you up as an administrator. But understand that every time they submit a job, you are going to see that, and that we'll need to work with you on that. But that's something you need to take up with Melissa. If you're interested in becoming an administrator, please let her know. We think you're really going to like it. We hope you get out there and try it. Again, if you have any trouble, let us know, and we'll walk you through it.
Okay, I'd like to ask a question if I could. Can you kind of walk us through the life cycle? I mean, like, say I had a job that needed to go to the designers. Would it go to Melissa, and then she would pass it to the designers? They would pass it to the print shop? How does that really flow?
Melissa, you want to take that? Oh, you're muted.
Thanks. The jobs will come into me, and I will decide whether they go to the designers or to the print shop. And once you send a job to me, the status will be submitted, and then you'll be able to watch and see when your job goes into the production process. So you'll be able to track where your job is.
Okay, and then if I have a store order, I'm pretty sure that's just all you either order it or you go to your little storeroom and pull it out.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds great.
Once a job is submitted, or we will be in contact with you as well. Like if it goes to the designers, if it's a piece that takes additional design, or if we have questions, we will be back in touch with you. So know that we want you to get this job ticket started, and then if you have additional questions, put that in the note section, and then the designers will be able to better serve you once they do talk to you about it.
Okay.
I do want to briefly, since we've got just a little bit of time, I wanted to share my screen on an order history and kind of give you an idea of what that's like. Pull that up real quick.
Barb, while you're pulling that up, I will announce that Elsie Gaber and Elsie Rudd, the two Elsies, were paying attention, so they did the gotcha. So, okay, go ahead now.
Okay, that's wonderful. I'm glad we have somebody in the audience. Okay, this is an example of an order history. I actually went up to the top where it says order history, and I can do different types of filters on here. Maybe I know the specific order I wanted to track. Maybe I've been ordering lots of business cards for people within my department. Well, in this case, I haven't. Let's go back to all orders. This shows every order that I have placed, and I can filter by department. I can filter by status. Maybe you're trying to track down a specific job. You could put the job name in there and try to go that way. You have different ways of tracking down past jobs. This gives you an overview of it, and then you can click on the view button to the right, and then it gives you more detailed information. And you do have the ability to copy this order, so in the future, if you're going to order envelopes again, you know you've done it before, you just find the previous order, copy it over, it assigns it, and you may have to fill out just a little bit of information, but for the most part, it copies the ticket and you're good to go. And then orders, whoops. One other thing on this order history, if you look to the right, there's the status section, and you can see my jobs have been submitted. Some are pending art and information, some are in production, some are in creative services, meaning they're with the designers, and then here's one that's completed. And then on down, I canceled an order. I placed it, I decided no, I didn't need it after all, so I went ahead and canceled it. So this shows me the status that job is in. So it's really easy to find out where that is.
Okay, we have a couple of questions. The first one is from our good friend Corey Louder. He would like to know, how long does it take after activation to be able to use the service?
Once you log into Print Shop Pro for the first time and register, I will get an email letting me know so I can go in and give you access. And after I give you access and set up your department codes, you'll be able to use the service.
Okay, great, thank you. The other question is, if you are using a grant number, do you use a department number with this also?
When you use when you want to use a grant number, go ahead and select your department so we know where it goes to and can code it that way. But in special instructions, for now, just type your grant number in there so we can get it coded correctly.
Okay, that was from Yvette Thornton. So thank you for the questions. We appreciate it. Rachel, are you seeing any other questions? Okay.
Jean,
yes,
Jean, I did want to bring up one point. If you are at home and you want to order something or place an order, you can do this. All you have to do is have an internet browser and log into the portal, and you're good to go.
That's great to know. You know, if more of us are traveling or working from home or something like that, that really comes in handy to do that. I'd like to thank both Barb Bevel and Melissa for sharing, Melissa Ellsworth for sharing this with us. We always love to have communications and marketing. They're one of our favorite departments. So I also want to thank Dustin and Rachel for helping us.